Let it play small man. Let me enjoy the music. All right. Morning, everybody. You're welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, and it's the first of the week. Unfortunately, I feel a bit let down. I feel a bit disappointed. I was up all night, with a newspaper background, it never leaves you. So I was up all night looking for the official confirmation of the document that was given to Abubakar Atiku's lawyers in the Tinubu Chicago case, And I was enjoying the tweets. Oh my God, that I was enjoying the tweets to the maximum. It was at some point I made myself a cup of tea at about 2:30, and I think everybody was anticipating. This was like the days we used to wake up to watch Muhammad Ali, box and back in the day. Anyway, unfortunately, my bubble was burst. My guest that I was supposed to have today to discuss that, at 1 o'clock we spoke through WhatsApp, and at 4:30 we spoke, and finally at 7 we caved in to say that, look, the only sensible thing to do is to be patient and wait to get the documents that were given to Atiku. The governments that were given to Atiku. I tell you this job that we do is very, very risky. And especially in very, very sensitive cases. I mean, how do you, for example, accuse a president to say that he filled the form and he put female instead of male? I mean, come on. So we had to wait. I had to wait and insist that until I see the document that was given to Atiku. And then all kinds of scenarios played out on the social media. It was fun watching people do all kinds of things. All kinds of analyses, whatever, that denied me my beauty sleep, on the day of a public holiday. That was in spite of the kaki that I drank yesterday, Yesterday, I brought all my cousins came to my house, and I was meeting some of them for the first time. You know the way it is when you're growing up. You don't even know some of your first cousins. And so, Kofi don't open one certificate. The certificates that I'm making today, they're close to 15. This is another one. One is, they say, it's business and anyway. So yesterday, my cousins came, and it was fun, at a party, a real dress-down party with nobody with head tie, or all of us were nice. And we had a rollicking time. So to my cousins, I said good morning to you, and I hope we'll have an excuse to do that again. So yeah. As the elder, the keg of fine wine was not too far from me. And so because it was white and I'm a black man, I decided to color it with something black. Okay, that's what you call khaki. I can't name the brand on here, So any day I get it, I was going to say your wedding, but you're already married.
Yeah, but no, but any year. I mean, we have anniversaries, and all that. We have children, child name.
Child name. Are you still having children?
Oh, yes.
Yes, but it's not only I can have now.
Of course, now.
There can be accidental discharge, and there can be stray bullets.
We've been praying against that, so,
How can you pray against that?
Because it's been too much.
Nah.
Around the country, not for you.
Oh, okay.
From the NPF.
We are not talking stray bullets.
Okay. I wouldn't know.
Go.
How old are you? I wouldn't know.
You still don't get it again.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
Let me tell you, stray bullet is. I will tell you where.
Uncle Jimmy, are you explaining to me?
No, let me explain stray bullet.
No, you don't have to explain to me.
You understand?
Don't follow me. I'm just pulling your legs.
You get them.
I get.
Well, you cannot afford the stray bullet.
Well,
your head will be axed.
Oh gosh.
Let's go. Okay, so since that won't happen, I must say that I was very disappointed that I couldn't do that, because I'd like to quickly put this issue behind us and then decide what to do next. But they say the morning shows the day. I don't think there's anything that will surprise me when we've had the GCI Ibadan days, the primary school days, and everything, the fake bishops and things like that. So one more would not. I know where I stand on these issues. I have zero tolerance for these things. And I don't think anybody my age who is well brought up and well groomed would tolerate the things that I don't tolerate. And so I'm amazed, when I see people, especially people that I thought I grew up with, trying to rationalize things that sometimes can be criminal. We don't expect our leader to be a bishop, but come on. There are minimum parameters that I think. But when we get to that bridge, when we've sorted it all out, then people think that the next move would be Supreme Court or whatever. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. The way I'm looking at this thing, if it goes one of the ways that I think it might go, then we might be looking at the National Assembly, or we might be looking at the civil groups, civil service, the CSOs. Might be looking up to them to see what can be done. But then I think that anybody who is implicated in all these things should just fall on his sword, make that sacrifice for the nation, and let's move on. We can't afford turmoil. There's no turmoil already. There's no food. If there's turmoil, you don't know where it will end. Anyway, let's just stay cool until that comes. So what do we do today? There's always a way out. As long as God gives us a mouth, we'll always find something to do, Abby. So since we can't stick to specifics about the Chicago case, we can talk in general. Even if don't talk about football, I'm not too good in that one. But last week Saturday it was a viewer's delight in the football field. So I'll open up our lines 0700 993 993 993 and 01465 7190. Remember, tomorrow is Diabumi. We'll open up our lines today, and you give you the chance. You can talk about. Let me make some things clear. It's not advisable that you make a comment on something that has not been fully authenticated. I am not to say that those things are not wrong, but like I said, has not been fully authenticated, and that's why I'm skipping today. Okay, until I have the documents that have been authenticated. Say, all along the case was like, the what do you call it now? The court has granted leave for Chicago State University to give the things to Atiku's lawyers. Okay, Atiku's lawyers have just gotten it overnight at some point, and they haven't. No, you can't just see things on the social media and think it's authentic. You got to be careful. We will train you people. You got to be careful. Some of them look so real, but if you, I don't take that. Some of them look so real, because this is what I'm going to do before tomorrow or whenever it is. As soon as it is announced that it has been released, then I will put a call through to one of Atiku's lawyers or associates, and they will send me the exact document that was given to him. Then I know that I can now make my comments. Okay? But no. Don't keep pointing. This gentleman here, he keeps pointing to, look at it, it's there. No, it doesn't work that way. I don't want to go to jail. If a jail is the least of your problems, by the time you are slammed with a libel case, man. Okay, so our lines are open 0700 993 993 993 01465 7190. You are free to say anything. I mean, you are free to talk on any subject within the parameters that we allow here. Mind your language, and just take your time, but watch what you say. Okay, I'll take my first caller of the day. Hello, good morning. Morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, sir. This is Don Duque from Saboyaba.
Okay, sir, please go on.
Thank you. Jimi, it is a high time. I want to say this. It's a high time we start showing examples because of our children.
Yes.
Because of our children.
Yes.
Somebody will just come now and say, let us leave this thing and let us move forward. Leave Atiku alone. What is he looking for? This is that. Because of our children. So people say somebody that is on forefront, a leader, doesn't supposed to change himself. It doesn't mean that he is supposed to be angel. No, that's not what I'm saying. But there are things that matter, little things that matter. Because of our children will not follow this footstep of hiding from certain things, hiding from certain things.
Yes.
This is what I want to say, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, okay, to what you just said, it was my generation that set the bad example for the younger ones to follow. I must admit that to a large extent, because this is not what our fathers did. I must stress that. I was old enough. My dad, he was a lawyer. If you go and check the books, he was one of the lawyers that defended Awolowo way back then. And we knew even then, when politicians had to do things about fundraising and so on and so forth, they took that extra mile to tidy up a lot of things. It wasn't done in this brazen manner. What you have here, like I usually joke about, no offense meant, the Boys Quarters boys just took over, and you can see our traditional institutions, some of them you begin to wonder whether there's any royalty in them. Our politicians, you begin to wonder where these people could have dropped from. Even our religious leaders. You know, you don't have men of honor. And if we tolerate, those of us who are fighting now look like fools. Oh, you need to see the way that people abuse me. For some, it's just that he will be there for 8 years. 8 years of what? 8 years of what? And because we are so crime tolerant, who would dare in the days of Awolowo appoint only his associates in the financial architecture of governance? That it is only your cousins and friends that would be a minister, CBN governor. Who couldn't have done that in these days? But now we have a generation in power, you know, and when I say in power, I don't just mean in governance, but all over, and they are completely tolerant of crime. Some people shame me, people of my age, when I see the kind of things they get involved in. I've been invited to so many things to come and say, I will never be part of a criminal enterprise. If I'm going to die poor, so be it. After all, I'm going to die one day anyway. But most of us don't have that spirit. It's always about now. And we must learn, if Nigerians were the South Africans who were in apartheid back in the day, they'll still be under the white dominance. People like Mandela had to go to jail for 20-something years. How many Nigerians can do that for a cause? We don't have it, and that's why a lot of us should be ashamed of ourselves. When you hear some people speak in public, you start to wonder, thank God their parents are dead. When I hear people who come from homes of dignity that you would have thought, all because you want money here and there, and it's a pity. And like the caller said, when is all this going to end? I fear for Nigeria 20 years from now. Oh my God. I fear for Nigeria 20. I wanted to say I hope I'm gone, but when I did the mathematics, I said, no. I like to, you know. But so we need to do some real matured thinking and stop thinking of ourselves. If you support somebody, they say show me your friends and tell you who you are. When you go out supporting something that is illegal, how do you want people to regard you? Like I said, there was one caller this morning. He said, let's just move on. How can we just move on? We will get to the bottom of it. If there's nothing to be, if there's nothing to, you know, if there's no case or whatever, then we move on. But if there's something there, it has to be checkmated. Because of the future. There is nothing as bad as laying a precedence in any country or community, because that's what people build onto. If you go to the courts, if you are arguing your case, you say, oh, according to case so and so, you know, according to case so and so and so and so. You get what I'm saying? So I agree with you, sir. Not just because, even for our own future. Because you see, the funny thing is that when you support things like this, the day this very thing is going to turn against you, you will hate yourself. Let's pick another caller. Hello, good morning.
Uncle Jimmy, good morning, sir.
Morning, Chris. How are you?
Thank you.
Are they go Ghana? Huh.
Uncle Jimmy.
Yes.
I beg, by Solumide said something.
Yes.
He said I will be answering Asante. That is my wife's name. Say that is their tradition in Ghana.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Mbano, you will head of family.
So because
Instead of
that now you want now you not fit to.
Nah, love is blind, but for me, not really. I don't call, I don't tell her. We'll discuss about it when she comes. How can I be answer Christopher Santi, the whole head of family?
If you don't want, I want. If you no agree, leave him. Please
Uncle
give
Jimmy,
her my
you are
phone
my
number.
man now. I thought you are my man.
I cannot support
Why are you stabbing me now?
I know, I cannot support
Quick one, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes.
Like you've been saying, I always tell you, it's just because of your job. If not, I will have asked you not to discuss anything about this set of people that is running the affairs of this country. But because of your job, you do it. And for those who are giving kudos to the wrongdoing, I told Kofi now, King of Radio, that the after effect, when he starts telling, is going to touch every one of them that are supporting the wrongdoing in this country.
It is a never begin catch us now.
Oh my God!
All of us wait they suffer now.
Yes.
Some of them wait to say they will get something.
A woman, a mother, for that matter, supporting this wrongdoing. Uncle Jimmy, thank you once more. Thank you.
All right. Chris, I'm sure you are still listening. If you don't want me, I don't mind. I can change my name to anything. Whether you call me Jimmy Battles or you call me Jimmy Sheriff or whatever. Once there is love, once there is love, your eyes don't close with that. Why are you holding your head? I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Come on for road, make a pass. Pick that one.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Pastor Ladipo, how are you?
Uncle Jimmy, my own take this morning is on the religious side of things. See, Uncle Jimmy, this acquisition of material things has really crippled seriously into this religious sector. And that is why you find out that it is difficult for even the priest to come out boldly and say the truth. Today, we have a lot of them supporting these abnormalities.
Yes.
Why? Because of landed properties, because of this, because I know these things, you will leave them one day. And you leave them. And the same thing affects the traditional religion too. That is why a man can boldly say some things and then nothing will happen to the man, because the person that would normally pick before through traditional means to become the leader, either the Oba or whatever, everybody is afraid of such person. But the same thing is not the same thing.
I understand.
It's a pity. Thank you, sir.
Okay, yes.
Thank God bless Nigeria.
I mean, how can somebody in Yoruba land I need to be corrected? You can only have one KBC in a community. I need to be corrected on that. You can only have one KBC in a community. Now, somebody just giving an honorary whatever went to lay there, whatever it was, for 7 days and so on and so forth, and started calling himself KBC. And people allow him to get away with it. There are elders in the land. They all keep quiet. There are elders in the land. People now give themselves all kinds of titles. This one of the source. This one of Yoruba land. Whereas there is no one Yoruba land. There is no one Yoruba land. In fact, I think I need a title. I have one or two Obas that are my friends. Let me put the cops to the give me something. The Alaroyin of Yoruba land. I will go build palace. You now have chiefs who are also giving out chieftaincy titles. Everywhere is in a mess. Everywhere is in a mess. A community that had one Oba before now has almost about 100 Obas, first grade. Okay, let's pick this one from, I'm sure it's our friend from Indonesia, or it will be Uche, one of them. Is that Uche? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
From Indonesia?
Yeah, my name is Olwafemi.
Okay. Where is he from?
From the UK.
Okay.
United Kingdom.
Okay.
So basically, I would like to start by saying that, you see, a lot of these issues we've got with people in government, especially with the certificate issue, you understand? I think we as people need to start questioning the people around us, the kind of people we raise generally, because I think a lot of our parents now, this current set of parents, would have it worse than we currently have it. We have to be honest with ourselves. And firstly, okay, let's talk about the president's issue. He's got a certificate issue. He's got a drug issue. We keep talking about that, even though it is an unfounded allegation, but we're still alleging a single person for to have done all this, and yet people supported him to power, and they feel like, oh, he's never wrong. Regardless of whatever we see it, we need to put emotions aside and really face an issue that, oh, like, have you got this? We need to check whether these are wrong. Like, all these things they've alleged you, are they actually right or wrong? Then we draw a conclusion on that. Firstly,
Okay.
then secondly,
Yeah.
we also need to talk about other candidates too. For example,
Yes.
Obi himself also said he graduated with a degree. He only tendered an SSE.
Yeah.
So what are we saying? You've got this degree. You told us you've got this degree. You need to tender them. You can't tell us that, oh, you got this and you tender something. And also, our constitution needs to work for us, because
Yes.
this constitution we've got, I think I'm sorry to say, it is an outdated form of document. We need to
I agree with
upgrade
you.
it.
Okay, thank you very much.
We need to upgrade it to
I have
really
to go
help
on break.
all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, we have to go on a short break. When I come back, I'll give a very short response to the things that he has raised. We'll be back.
Us moms, we never have enough time. So when my family's day starts, I make quicker 3-in-1 oats in an instant to get them started. It's quick 3-in-1 goodness. You just add hot water and it's ready in minutes. Yes, so just add water. Quaker 3-in-1 instant oats has milk and sugar and comes in 300 grams and 50 grams. So make sure Quaker Oats 3-in-1 instant oats is on your shopping list today. Quaker goodness, now quicker.
Quaker Oats is an amazing start to your day.
Hey, my people, how na day? We know say time store hard, but higher them will cool. Don't day for Nigerians them. Whether a reliable fridge, freezer, or any other appliances, so
higher time cool day for you.
Whether an option where the last kakaraka,
higher time cool day for you.
Whether an appliance where they consume too much electricity,
higher time cool day for you.
And now, could don't land with another promo. What them call?
We there for you.
From the 15th of August, go to 31st October. If you buy anything for higher thermal cool, them go summer you a woof on top. Aye! Free standing cooker, free microwave, free air fryer, free AC installation, and even more woof day. For more Tori, visit any authorized dealer or www.thermocool.com.ng. Make you enjoy your own woof. Terms and conditions there too. Higher thermal cool, always there for you.
Get in on the action with Betano, your exciting destination for thrilling sports betting. Enjoy an award-winning experience with amazing betting options, cash out, and missions, as well as other features. Join now and get a welcome bonus of up to 100,000 naira. Betano.ng. The game starts now.
Naija, are you ready? Street Foods Naija is back. We are looking for Naija's best and most experienced street food entrepreneur, worthy of being the next king of street foods. A 10 million naira cash grand prize, including culinary, school scholarships, electronics, and lots more. If this is you, get ready for the most exciting battle of the year on Street Food Season 4. To enter, visit www.foodbay.tv or send a WhatsApp message to 0908-764-3339, telling us your name, your business name, and physical business location, how long you've been in the business, and how your street food skills could win you the crown and title of King of Street Foods in Nigeria. Entries are open till Friday, 13th October 2023. Street Foods Naija is brought to you by Foodbay TV, refreshed by Peak Yogurt, sponsored by FCMB, LG, Calypso, Devon King, Golden Penny Foods, supported by HBS, Prism Diagnostics, and Indulge Rentals.
Media partner.
Wazobia, a fan.
Introducing the Save and Win Pali Promo 3. This season, we're giving away 89 million naira. Don't be left out. Save 10,000 naira or more in your Union Bank account and perform at least 5 transactions monthly to qualify. And you could be the lucky winner of a brand new GAC SUV, plus other exciting prizes. And it's open to new and existing customers. To open an account, visit unionbankng.com or download the Union mobile app or walk into any branch near you. Terms and conditions apply.
Union Bank, your simpler, smarter bank.
I know you're like me. Abuja today, Lagos tomorrow, maybe London next week. I get it. You're always on the move. That is why you need a computer that can optimize performance in almost any environment you find yourself. With its new and intelligent design, the HP EliteBook 640 14 inches G9 notebook PC gives you the power of mobility. Connect and collaborate seamlessly anywhere you go. Freely from your office to the conference room or from your home office to the cafe with Wi-Fi 6E or optional 4G connectivity. So, if you have a dynamic work style or a constantly evolving business environment, the HP EliteBook 640 G9 notebook PC elevates design, connectivity, and security wherever work takes you. Discover and enjoy the possibilities of Elite mobility with the HP EliteBook 640 14 inches G9 notebook PC. Available at Landstrand Limited, number 28 Otigba Street, Computer Village, Ikeja, Lagos. Visit www.landstrand.com or call 0809-781-7579 for more information.
My son has a football match at school today, but looks tired already. Wearing his boots slowly, like someone turned down our playback speed. But with Golden Penny Choco, he eventually comes alive. Now Junior is back on his feet to take on his day. 'Cause I make breakfast time, Choco time.
Golden Penny Choco for everyday energy.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. This is Daily Digest with Jimi Disu.
Welcome back to Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. Okay, so the music you hear every time, I need to remind you once in a while, was done for me, was mixed for me by Heavy Wind. Most of you know Heavy Wind. I don't know where he is now. I'm looking for him. I've been looking for him in Nigeria, all over the world. Only God knows where Heavy Wind is. And also remember that this is the period of celebration. And this is like Christmas to... I'm sure you notice you haven't heard Kelvin all this while. It's because he's busy. Kelvin is busy. And the events have started. And I'm going to make an appearance at one or two of these events. So we'll pick up. You can talk about other things, not just about the certificates. Because I think I said something this morning that, okay, even minus the certificates, the GCI thing, so many things. It's a downer for me, though. It's a downer for me. I'm just hoping that some of these things are not concluded in the direction in which one thinks. Then one would have a dilemma. How happy would you be with the person who leads you and represents you all over the world? When we come to that bridge, we'll cross it. Because you still leave that with allowance that, okay, things might not be what we think they are. And I've told the young man here that he will be patient now. He was pointing to the monitor that, look, no, it doesn't work like that. But nothing will surprise me, really. But we'll just have to wait. Okay, so we'll take another caller. Hello, good morning. We'll take another caller. Good morning. Morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Disu.
Yes, sir.
My name is Druja Omotosho.
Yes, sir.
I want to borrow your word this morning.
Yes, sir.
You always say if we take care of little things, the bigger one might not surface.
Yes.
Some of us who come on here to criticize our leaders, who are worse. I can remember a particular time, there is instruction that this number is for female, this one is for male. And one regular caller go ahead and call a female. If that kind of person finds himself in government, would there be difference between him and the one we have now?
No.
Do you have any, sorry sir,
yes.
Do you know anybody in this country who will come out and say, this is my uncle, he's a civil servant. He earns just 500,000. He has 3 kids in private schools, paying over 1.5 million. He's built 2 houses, he has 2 cars. Nobody will come out until we until we try to change ourselves, Nigeria can never change.
Thank you very much.
Thank God.
God bless you. But Sheriff says he knows one or two civil servants he can vouch for. Yeah, he said that this morning, but he refused to give an example. No, I don't want to. I don't want to cast aspersions on all civil servants. That would be unfair, because in truth, there are still some diligent civil servants, lawyers. Teachers, even doctors who live within their limited means and are proud to do so. But they say one bad egg spoils a whole lot, and that's what we have. Corruption is now an acceptable way of life. When it starts from somebody that you like so much and they say this governor was corrupt or this whatever, but he tried. He stole so and so. He stole 50 million, stole 100 million. But at least he set up a factory for people. This is where that level of tolerance starts from. That is where the problem starts from. When somebody has been made a director in the ministry, that is now the time for the GO to remember that during the child's harvest, Mr. Disu that had been going in and out his own way, and you just had the DG, this is the time to make him an elder in the church. Let him don't put him on another chair. Put him to the stage and make him elder, make him deacon, and so on and so forth. All of us are looking complicit. All of us are looking complicit. But we don't know that there is a grand design to impoverish a lot of us so that we are malleable. I can imagine when I was in university, to come on, any of my friends I was in the university with, we didn't have money, we were not rich, but we had very strong people. Are you going to talk about K. Mahmudu, who at 67 or 68 at the back end is still in the struggle? He almost set them afire in the course of his work in NAFDAC, chasing drug, But we also know that a lot of people, their tolerance level has been brought to the minimum. And so sometimes circumstance might force people, to do these things. It's the dilemma of a society. And it appears that those who want the status quo changed in that regard are very, very few. Why do we keep saying these things? Why am I sounding like a broken record? To bring you to the reality of what of the kind of country we live in. There was a gentleman who was at the broadcast yesterday at this church function that comes off every 1st of October. It's because of this thing that I had that I just missed it entirely. This Kenyan man. And he said that your problem is not going to be solved by prayers. Don't let anybody deceive you. God that created you gave you a mind and a brain to think intelligently. If you think there's something wrong with it and you're not catching it, you better go see a shrink. All you need to do is to aid God, to beg God to aid you in the things that are before you. And that is why I say that all these prayer points, 36 prayer points, 185 prayer points, and so on and so forth, the only prayer you need to say every morning after thanking God is, thy will be done. And that God, please give me the strength to do the things that I know within my conscience are right. That's all. But you spend all the time asking for money. This appointment that they are doing, you know what I gave to the APC. Let them pick me up. And also because a lot of us don't have what is called contentment. I'm a very rich man. Why do I say I'm very rich? It's not in money. I'm at peace with myself. You can have all the money in the world, but you will not be at peace. You can have all the power in the world, but you will not be at peace. How can you be at peace when everybody, if you're in public office, they are throwing dirt at you? And they say, oh, the man is very powerful. He will ward it off. He does. A lot of our people don't sleep the way we people sleep. They can't get it. They can't get it. A lot of them sleep on sedatives. The ones you will see on social media with gold tooth, gold cap, gold this and that, the biggest jeep, and so on and so forth. We keep praying for the wrong things. We're hypocrites. We don't want to go to heaven, but we don't want to die. And our own heaven, the heaven for the Nigerian is to live in a mansion and to have a fleet of cars. That's why I will take you back to the man who was my mentor. He said, you know, so when I get more plot to mentee like that, at the time this man had about 6 or 7 Range Rovers. So I asked him after the incident of Range Rover going to jail, he said, I've grown, I've learned the things of life. All the time I was having Range Rovers, that's what led to the burning of my house. Now all I want to do is to play my music, have fun with my woman. It said it was to play music, have fun, and then to smoke what he smokes. If Fela Adekunle Kuti wanted to be a billionaire in his lifetime, he would have been. But he gave his life to the people. But look, the most painful one, for example, even if Fela was this and that, Gani Fawehinmi that put his life on the line for the masses. When it was election time, nobody voted for him. Nobody voted for him. So I think God, I don't know why I keep saying this thing. I think God has just said, go and do what I told you to do, whether they will listen or not. Because I don't know why I take out time to listen to this. We need to be honest with ourselves. We can't continue like this. We can't. We are headed in the direction of a concrete jungle. Period. We are headed in the direction of a concrete jungle. And most of these people are complicit. The politicians, the civil servants, the religious leaders, traditional rulers in addition. Anyway, the traditional rulers now have become civil servants to the politicians. They've become, some of them will be prostrating in secret for the governor. An abomination. Okay, let's take. Kabi is here today. Man, for me now.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Uncle Jimmy, this is Malik speaking.
Hey, Malik, how are you?
Sir, fine, sir. Uncle Jimmy.
Sir.
Some people will pray for 30 days, fast for 30 days without working, and there will be no food. God did not answer that prayer. It's like how we do for football. We pray for God to win the match, and we don't have the players. The other opponent did not pray to God, though. They came to lose. Uncle Jimmy, you can see that the politicians have understand the kind of people we are, including me.
Yes.
As I use the word we.
Yes.
We are so shy. Look at the state, for example, that a governor said, I will take 4,000 people to abroad. And they were hailing him.
Malik, I don't chop finish. This is where I chop. Get pepper inside. I beg, please.
Uncle Jimmy, these people were hailing him. The same people complain that he's the cause of their problem. And I bet you, he will win second tenure. He will win the second term. He will win it. Nothing will happen.
Yeah.
Uncle Jimmy, I said we are like a beautiful car that have a lovely engine, but the gear is on reverse since 1999, and no driver has come to remove it from that reverse. We are still going backward. Thank you.
I've learned another one. I've learned another. What I think also, let me add to Malik soon. But Malik, please, if you would crack this kind of joke, you first of all ask Uncle Jimmy, what did you eat this morning? The pepper soup that I drank, I'm still burping it. So what we also need to add is that we are a set of people who want to go to Paradise, that's paradise, in Benin City. But I've entered a vehicle driven by a driver who speaks only French, and instead of looking at Google Maps to go to Benin, he's looking at the Google Maps that leads to Republic of Benin. We go here and win. Okay, we are talking to ourselves this morning, and it's true talk. And yes, okay, I won't forget these people, but I'd have loved to read what they are saying. I can't read it from here. It's referring to the WhatsApp. I can't read that WhatsApp from here, and I need to take responsibility for what is read out there. So I'm so sorry. Maybe what I will do is I will see. Can we configure it here? We can't, but not now. Okay, from tomorrow I'll start reading your WhatsApp, because it will be put on the screen near me. If you can see us on YouTube, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screens here. And the one that is closest to where Sheriff sits is the one that can be read. This one here now is even off. What I'll do tomorrow is, before we start the program, I'll swap seats with him. He go know as it be. Let's pick another call. Hello, good morning. Okay. Morning. Morning.
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir. Could you...
Morning.
Gabriel Joel calling you from Lekki.
Yes.
Okay, Jimmy, you said we can talk about anything, right?
Yes, talk about anything.
Okay, Jimmy, I want you to know that after God in this country is you, Joyce Oyemo.
No. No.
Oyemo.
No. I'm too small.
Your friend, Mr. Godwill Taboibo of Lagos talk. I know because you are a very humble person. That's why you don't want to. I know. But let me go ahead and say, Uncle Jimmy, you see, I always say that you are a prophet. It's not until people think until you carry Bible, wear big agbada. Fela was a prophet, but Mali was a prophet, Lucky Dube was a prophet. I remember during the election, you were telling our beloved President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that he should please, he's a guru in this politics. He has done well. He should please sit and relax and enjoy everything he has done. So, Uncle Jimmy, people keep insulting you, abusing you. And one of the things you keep saying that, you see, one of the signs you were saying then is when he go for one or two occasions. Please, I like to use my words very carefully before
we have only a minute, sir. I'm so sorry.
Okay, sir.
We will contact you later. Maybe bring you to the studio one of these days. But we need to.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
But please, I'm not after God. I'm not anywhere near there at all. Nowhere near there. Hello. Good morning. Morning. Okay, let's pick another call. It's obviously not coming through.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning, how are you? Who's calling?
Good morning, sir. My name is Paul from Ikeja.
Yes, Paul. How are you?
Yeah. My chairman, you only do what you can do because of your life and your conscience. We have a country that is dead completely.
Yeah.
Some of these countries our people are running to were built by men that love their country.
Yes.
Nigeria is like an ashawo that everybody comes to rape and run away. We are the most. In fact, God, all these people they say in Bible that God regretted creating human being. I think it's Nigeria that God regretted creating. We hate our land so much. We don't have conscience. We will see truth and call it and call it and turn it upside down. I've never seen the kind of people we are in this. In fact, if you are traveling out and you hear news about this country from other countries, you are ashamed to be a Nigerian. People are confused about this country. They tell you stories about this country. They hate Nigerians so bad because we are a confused people. It's unfortunate, my brother. You just try your best and you have your peace because. And I'm sorry for the insult to be. You are ready for. You just be ready for it. You just have a thick skin and so be it. But for you to stand for truth in this country, my brother, you be ready for it. You're ready for stones. You're ready for armories. Ready for anything. Because our people we are the living devil on this earth.
Thank you.
We will face it and see how it goes.
Thank you. Let me read out some of the tweets that I have here. This one says most of them don't have real names. That's why it could be one person tweeting in 25 names. So don't bother about that. But I find some of them amusing. It says, we challenge you, Jimi Disu, to share your best certificate, primary school certificate, secondary school certificate, university certificate. We want to know. So I replied him in my humorous manner. The people who could testify that I went to these schools, they were in the team that were in the Indian rocket that went to the moon. So when they come, they say that how this man became a complete clown is unbelievable. He's referring to me. How this man became a complete clown is unbelievable. Another one said that this one says always shifting. This one who calls himself Wizkidayo says Ekun Egbere. Ekun Egbere is an insult, direct insult. If his photograph is anything to go by, even he's probably in his 20s. He's telling a man who is almost 70 that Ekun Egbere. Now let me tell you, Traditionally, in case you don't know, you young people, you got to be very careful what you throw out because it can bounce back on you badly. Especially those of you who will not insult them. So some of the things that you do, the unfortunate thing is that by the time it bounces back on you, you might not even be able to relate these two things. And you say, oh, it is a girl that you are dating that has given you bad luck. It is because some of you just go outright to insult to insult people because of your eagerness to make sure that you're in the team that is giving 25,000, 30,000 to come and start treating nonsense, all in the name of politics. Whereas you are the people who would have been the biggest recipients of our prayers. If I keep asking for good governance and so on and so forth, when I'm almost towards the departure of Lord, is it not you that are coming behind that are going to enjoy it? There's no form of governance can affect me anymore. People need to understand that, whether governance is good or bad. At my age, I have options. Okay? And it's not peculiar to me because of this or that, but a man my age would always have an option. It's you younger people who are trying to build a country, because very soon, it's not that it will become difficult to jackpot, it will become impossible. With the rate at which Africans are going to Europe, swimming across the lagoon, going in pontoons and in canoes, very soon Africa will be sealed off. They will become intolerant. There was a village, I think, in France. By the time they counted the refugees, there were more than the residents of the village. You should read foreign papers. It's there. It's free. Read the Daily Mail, read the Guardian, and so they're free online. The influx of stowaways from these wrecked boats that they had to take care of, these illegal what you call them. By the time they did the census, they are more thorough. They counted them one by one. The numbers that they had were more than the residents. So you better get up and make sure. And a time will come in, all the money you have will be irrelevant because you will be a pariah in the world. Once you say anything Nigerian, and don't forget, even if you jackpot, you go and get a Canadian visa, in the documents you will have, it will still be traced to Nigeria. It's been done to me. I took a flight from the UK to the US, UK citizen and so on and so forth. When I got to the border, the woman said, "Where did you get this UK passport?" First of all, I got angry. In a split second, I realized that, Jimmy, you know where you are. I wasn't able to tell her quietly that I was born in the UK. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir." So come ask. I said, "You can't ask, but you live in Nigeria." I said, "Yes." A time will come when even when you jackpot, you will not be able to get. And if you are in any country and you're not a full-blooded citizen, with the way the world is going, a lot more things will be reserved for citizens only. So at that time, there will be no hiding place. And it's coming in gradually. In some places in Europe and America now, in some isolated places, you can't go there as a black man. Look at the young girl of 9. They were giving medals to her fellow gymnasts. They skipped her. And that is going on the rise. Anyway, it's 9:52. Let me let you ask one more question, then I'll be out of here. Let me go and drink the other meat pie that I bought. Why are you looking? I'm not going to share it with you. Don't look at me. Let's take last one. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Jimmy.
Morning.
Jonathan is my name.
Yeah, Mr. President Jonathan, Your Excellency.
Place it on record first.
Yes.
I voted for Ganufa.
Oh.
And I'm very happy I did. So, and thank God that I'm alive today. I did it. And I know you're going to lose. And let me also place it on record. As much as I respect Tinubu as a person, as a politician, I did not vote for him. I voted for Showore again. I always like to stand out in my things.
Thank you.
That's the way I do it. Then going to the topic, honestly, I feel disappointed in the TUC, NLC, whatever they are signing. I've made it clear before now, even a long time ago. I've made it very, very clear. Whatever they have signed will never impact 75% of us out there. They should know that. It should be on their record. Whatever they are signing, whatever they are doing, they should know that we have 100% people out here, and people who are suffering are much.
Yes.
So that was what I would just say. Enjoy your morning.
Okay.
Thank you very
That's
much.
where we'll end it for today. Thank you very much. So we made it through the 1 hour. We'll be back to our usual tomorrow. Tomorrow is Jebumi, as usual, though something tells me. Even if we get the documents from Atiku today, we'll wait till Thursday. We won't die, okay? God will save our lives at least till Thursday before he can then tap me on the back and say, yeah, come. So on Thursday, we'll be able to look at that. And then on Friday, we have a youth issue that we'll look at. I'd like to thank David. I'm going to bring a photograph of my son tomorrow for you to have a look at him and see whether maybe my son's mom had 2 children. They took one to, where are you from? They took one to Imo and gave me the other one because he looks so much like my son. He looks so much like my son, he said. So we need to go and ask Mama Toby whether there were twins. So this one, they threw him and took him to Imo and gave me the other one. I'll be back here, God willing, tomorrow at 9. Bye.
.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.